In Lesson 12, the three girls are off on their own having a day of shopping on the famous mile-long Avenue des Champs-Élysées. One end of Les Champs-Élysées is anchored by the Arc de Triomphe, or Arch of Triumph, an enormous monument honoring the dead from the French Revolutionary and Napoleonic Wars. At the other end of the avenue is the Jardin des Champs-Élysées, a park at the edge of which stands the Élysée Palace, the home of France's presidents and the equivalent of the White House in the U.S. The term Champs-Élysées means Elysian Fields. The Elysian Fields were the paradise of fallen soldiers in Greek mythology, a sort of a heaven for warriors, hence its placement leading to the memorial to the fallen dead. The American Embassy also stands adjacent to the Jardin des Champs-Élysées, as indicated on the map. It is without question the most prestigious location for an embassy in Paris. This placement emphasizes the long, close relationship between the United States and France. You may not be aware that without the French, America would have lost the War of Independence to Britain. France supplied the American colonists with cash, supplies, 63 warships, 22,000 sailors, and 12,000 soldiers. The Marquis de Lafayette, a French general and aristocrat, was even appointed by George Washington a major general in the Continental Army and commanded American troops in many major battles. Lafayette was a hero to the American people, and many towns and even universities in the United States are named after him. The city of Paris is divided into 20 sections called Les Arrondissements. The Avenue des Champs-Élysées is located in Paris's 8th arrondissement. Notice that the lower-numbered arrondissements are located in the center city and that the numbers get higher as you move away from center city. They are numbered in a clockwise spiral around the city. Parisians usually refer to a section of the city by its arrondissement number. They will simply say, "That store is in the 6th," or "I live in the 13th." The French equivalent of adding th to a cardinal number is dropping the e on the end of a number if one is present, and adding em, I-E-M-E. It is then called an ordinal number, which indicates position, such as 5th, 6th, etc. So for our previous example, the 6th is the 6e, and the 13th is the 13e. As an aside, notice that the spelling of arrondissement on the map is wrong. Can you tell what's missing? Okay, no doubt you discovered that there is an E missing between the S and the M in arrondissement on the map. So now that we have a pretty good idea of where we are, we're ready to begin today's conversation between Mackenzie, Lex, and Livy as they shop on the famous Avenue des Champs-Élysées.
Aujourd'hui, Mackenzie, Alexa et Livy sont allées sur les Champs-Élysées pour faire les magasins. Elles passent devant le magasin Sephora.
Regardez, Sephora, allons-y. Regardez ce rouge à lèvres.
J'adore cette couleur. Je me demande combien ça coûte.
Je vais demander à la vendeuse. Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je peux vous aider?
Ce rouge à lèvres coûte combien?
Ça coûte 4,95 €, mademoiselle.
Ce n'est pas trop cher. D'accord, je vais prendre ça.
C'est tout?
Oui, madame.
Comment voulez-vous payer? Carte de crédit ou en espèces?
En espèces, s'il vous plaît.
Time to pause your video and read Lesson 12.
Here are some new words and phrases, including verbs, most of which were introduced in this conversation. Sûr, sûr. Aujourd'hui, aujourd'hui. Le magasin, le magasin. Passer, passer. Entrer, entrer. Le rouge à lèvres, le rouge à lèvres. Adorer, adorer. La couleur, la couleur. Demander, demander. Je me demande, je me demande. Chercher, chercher. La vendeuse, la vendeuse. Ça coûte, ça coûte. Trop, trop. Cher, cher. Payer, payer. Une carte de crédit, une carte de crédit. Les espèces, les espèces.
Wow, there are lots of new verbs in this conversation, 6 to be exact, but you're going to have no trouble for 2 reasons. One, most are very close to the equivalent English words. Passer means to pass, entrer means to enter, adorer means to adore or love, demander means to ask or demand, payer means to pay. So these verb infinitives already sound familiar to you. Secondly, all 6 are also regular ER verbs that are all conjugated exactly the same way. So let's do a quick review of ER verbs. First, you simply drop the ER and then add the following endings. For je, add E. Tu, add ES. Il and elle, add E. Nous, add ONS. Vous, add EZ. Il and elle, plural, add ENT. And to create the participe passé, you simply drop the ER and add an E with an accent aigu.
So let's look at just one of those verbs in full conjugation of the present tense. As an example, passer. Passer can mean to pass by or through a location, such as a store, just like in English. So passer is a movement verb, and you will remember that it's one of those 14 verbs that takes être in the passé composé. But this one is a little tricky, because when you use it in the meaning to pass time as well as to pass the salt, it actually takes avoir. Passer. Je passe. Je passe. Tu passes. Tu passes. Il, elle passe. Il, elle passe. Nous passons. Nous passons. Vous passez. Vous passez. Il, elle passe. Il, elle passe. Participe passé, passé. Elle demande si elle peut m'aider. Elle demande si elle peut m'aider. J'ai cherché Mackenzie à l'aéroport. J'ai cherché Mackenzie à l'aéroport. Je me demande quelle heure il est. Je me demande quelle heure il est. Je suis entrée dans le magasin. Je suis entrée dans le magasin. Nous sommes passés près de notre station de métro. Nous sommes passés près de notre station de métro. Il m'a demandé la direction du musée. Il m'a demandé la direction du musée. Ce mec m'adore. Ce mec m'adore. J'ai passé une excellente journée. J'ai passé une excellente journée.
O and O. O and O with an X, which is the plural form, and by the way, both are pronounced the same, are contractions for a, l, and a, le. O is the equivalent of a, l, and O with an X is the equivalent of a, le. It is grammatically incorrect to say a, l, or a, le. You must substitute O or O with an X. However, there is no substitute for the feminine Allah. You simply use Allah. Let's use O with an X in a sentence. Aujourd'hui, Mackenzie, Alexa et Livy sont allés aux Champs-Élysées. Notice that this is the passé composé. The girls have gone to the Champs-Élysées. Also notice that, as we discussed before, aller is one of the verbs that uses être in the passé composé instead of avoir. So we used sont instead of ont, O-N-T.
Aujourd'hui, Mackenzie, Alexa et Livy sont allés sur les Champs-Élysées pour faire les magasins. Elle passe devant le magasin Sephora. Regardez, Sephora! Allons-y! Les jeunes femmes entrent dans le magasin. Regardez ce rouge à lèvres. J'adore cette couleur. Je me demande combien ça coûte. Je vais demander à la vendeuse. Alexa va chercher la vendeuse. Bonjour madame. Bonjour mademoiselle. Je peux vous aider? Ce rouge à lèvres coûte combien? Ça coûte 4,95 €, mademoiselle. Ce n'est pas trop cher. D'accord, je vais prendre ça. C'est tout? Oui, madame. Comment voulez-vous payer? Carte de crédit ou en espèces? En espèces, s'il vous plaît.
Nice! The girls' first stop on Champs-Élysées is in their very favorite cosmetic store. Next, they're going to pass up Christian Dior for a very chic little boutique.